India. A land of vibrant chaos where the old and new coexist in a fascinating blend, a symphony of colors, sounds and smells that captivate the senses and stir the soul. From the bustling streets of Mumbai, where life never seems to pause, to the serene peaks of the Himalayas where tranquility reigns supreme, India is a country that never ceases to amaze. Its landscapes are as diverse as its people, ranging from arid deserts to lush forests, from sprawling cities to remote villages. Within its vast expanse lie hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. These are the places that hold the true essence of India, away from the hustle and bustle of urban life. These are the villages untouched by time, where ancient traditions still thrive. Here life follows a rhythm dictated by nature, and the community lives in harmony with their surroundings. Places where life moves at a different pace, unhurried and serene. The simplicity of daily life in these villages offers a stark contrast to the frenetic energy of the cities. These villages offer a glimpse into the soul of India, a chance to connect with its people and experience its rich cultural heritage firsthand. The wisdom of the elders, the joy of communal activities, and the warmth of the villagers create an unforgettable experience. It's a chance to witness the vibrant cultural festivals, the traditional crafts, and the age-old customs that have been passed down through generations. Each interaction, each festival, each craft tells a story of resilience and continuity. India's hidden villages are like precious gems scattered across its diverse landscape. Each one is unique, offering a different perspective on life, culture, and tradition. The architecture of these villages, the bustling markets, and the serene surroundings all contribute to their unique charm. They are places where the past and present coexist in a delicate balance. They are a testament to the enduring spirit of India, a reminder that amidst the rush of modernity, there are still places where time seems to stand still. The celebrations, the crafts, and the daily life in these villages are a celebration of India's rich heritage. As the sun sets over these villages, casting a golden hue over the landscape, one can't help but feel a sense of peace and contentment. It's a reminder of the simple joys of life, the beauty of nature, and the strength of community. Places where the old ways of life are preserved, passed down through generations. These villages are the heart and soul of India, where the past is cherished, and the future is embraced with hope and optimism. My journey began in the bustling city of Delhi. The city was alive with energy, a vibrant tapestry of colors, sounds, and smells. Everywhere I looked, there was something happening, something to capture my attention. The streets were filled with people, each one with their own story, their own destination. The air was thick with the scent of spices and exhaust fumes. It was a heady mix that seemed to encapsulate the very essence of Delhi. Street vendors called out to passers-by, offering everything from fragrant spices to sizzling street food. The smoke from the cooking fires mingled with the exhaust from the endless stream of vehicles, creating a unique aroma that was both overwhelming and intoxicating. The streets were a cacophony of car horns and street vendors hawking their wares. The noise was constant, a never-ending symphony of urban life. It was chaotic, yet there was a rhythm to it, a sense of order within the disorder. The vendors, with their colourful stalls, added to the vibrancy of the scene, each one vying for the attention of the bustling crowd. I felt a sense of excitement mixed with trepidation as I boarded the rickety bus that would take me to my destination. The bus was old and worn, a testament to the countless journeys it had undertaken. The seats were frayed, and the windows were streaked with dust, but there was a charm to it, a sense of adventure that was palpable. The village of Kalpa, nestled high in the Himalayas, was my destination. It was a place I had only read about, a remote village that promised tranquility and breathtaking beauty. The thought of reaching such a place filled me with anticipation. The bus journey was long and arduous. The road was rough, and the bus jolted and swayed with every bump and turn. Yet despite the discomfort, there was a sense of camaraderie among the passengers, a shared understanding that we were all part of this journey together. The road wound its way through dusty plains, past bustling towns and quiet villages. Each place we passed had its own unique character, its own story to tell. The plains were vast and open, a stark contrast to the crowded streets of Delhi. The towns were lively, with markets and shops lining the streets, while the villages were serene, with fields and simple homes. The scenery slowly began to change as we climbed higher into the mountains. The air grew cooler and the landscape transformed. The plains gave way to rolling hills, and the towns became fewer and farther between. The road twisted and turned, ascending ever higher, offering glimpses of the majestic peaks that lay ahead. The air grew cooler, fresher. It was a welcome change from the heat and dust of the plains. I could feel the difference with every breath, the crispness of the mountain air invigorating my senses. It was as if the very atmosphere was charged with a sense of purity and renewal. The landscape transformed into a tapestry of emerald-green forests and towering snow-capped peaks. It was a sight to behold, a breathtaking panorama that seemed almost otherworldly. The forests were dense and lush, a vibrant green that stood in stark contrast to the white of the snow-capped peaks. It was a reminder of the incredible diversity and beauty of nature, a fitting end to the first leg of my journey. After what felt like an eternity, we finally arrived in Kalpa. The journey had been long and arduous, winding through narrow mountain roads that seemed to stretch on forever. But as we approached the village, the fatigue began to melt away, replaced by a sense of awe and wonder. The village was perched precariously on a mountainside, overlooking a breathtaking valley. The view was nothing short of spectacular, with the valley stretching out below us, framed by towering peaks that seemed to touch the sky. It was a sight that made the long journey worthwhile. The air was crisp and clean, carrying the scent of pine trees and wildflowers. Every breath felt refreshing, a stark contrast to the polluted air of the city. The vibrant colors of the wildflowers added a touch of magic to the already enchanting landscape. The silence was broken only by the sound of birdsong and the gentle tinkling of cowbells. It was a symphony of nature, a melody that seemed to resonate with the soul. The cows, with their bells, moved leisurely, adding to the serene atmosphere. As I stepped off the bus, I was greeted by a scene of utter tranquility. The village seemed untouched by the hustle and bustle of modern life. It was as if time had slowed down, allowing me to fully immerse myself in the peaceful surroundings. The village was a cluster of small stone houses with brightly painted doors and windows. Each house had its own unique charm, with colourful doors and windows that stood out against the stone walls. It was a picturesque setting, straight out of a storybook. The streets were narrow and winding, paved with cobblestones. Walking through them felt like stepping back in time. The cobblestones, worn smooth by years of use, added to the village's old-world charm. There were no cars, only the occasional motorbike or donkey cart. The absence of cars made the village feel even more peaceful, with only the soft hum of a motorbike or the clip-clop of a donkey's hooves breaking the silence. Life here seemed to move at a slower, more deliberate pace. Villagers went about their daily routines with a sense of calm and purpose. It was a stark contrast to the frenetic pace of city life, and it was exactly what I needed. The simplicity and tranquility of Kalpa were a balm for the soul, a reminder of the beauty of slowing down and appreciating the little things in life. The sun rose early in Kalpa, painting the sky in hues of pink, orange, and purple. The villagers would start their day with prayers and offerings at the local temple. The air would fill with the sound of chanting and the smell of incense. As the day wore on, the village would come alive with activity. Women dressed in brightly coloured saris would gather at the communal well to wash clothes and gossip. Children, their laughter echoing through the narrow streets, would chase each other through the village square. Men would tend to their fields or herd their sheep on the surrounding hillsides. Section 5. The Language of Kindness. Encounters with the Soul. The people of Kalpa were some of the warmest and most welcoming I had ever met. Despite having so little, they were incredibly generous with their time and hospitality. They invited me into their homes, offering me cups of steaming chai and plates of delicious dal. They were eager to share their stories and learn about my life. Although we spoke different languages, communication transcended words. Their smiles were universal, their gestures filled with warmth. I learned that true connection went beyond spoken language. It was about shared humanity. Section 6. Echoes of the Past, Traditions and Ceremonies. Life in Kalpa was deeply rooted in tradition. The villagers followed ancient customs and rituals that had been passed down through generations. Festivals were celebrated with great joy and fervour, a riot of colours, music and dance. I was fortunate enough to witness one such festival during my stay. The air was thick with the scent of incense and marigolds. Music filled the streets, the rhythmic beat of drums and the melodic strains of flutes. People danced with abandon, their colourful clothes swirling around them. It was a celebration of life, a testament to the enduring spirit of the village. Section 7. A feast for the senses, flavours and fragrances. The food in Kalpa was simple yet incredibly flavourful. Fresh vegetables were grown in the surrounding fields and meat came from locally raised animals. Every meal was a celebration of fresh, seasonal ingredients. The aroma of spices like turmeric, cumin and coriander wafted from every kitchen. I tasted dishes I'd never even heard of before, each one a delightful explosion of flavours. From lentil stews to flatbreads cooked over an open fire, every bite was a reminder of the simple pleasures of life. Section 8. Finding myself in the unknown, reflections and growth. My time in Kalpa was transformative. The simplicity of life there, the warmth of the people and the raw beauty of the surroundings had a profound impact on me. I'd come to India searching for something, although I wasn't sure what. In the quiet solitude of the mountains, I found what I was looking for. I found a sense of peace I had never known before. A connection to something larger than myself. I learned that happiness wasn't something to be pursued, but rather a state of being cultivated through simple living and meaningful connections. Section 9. Beyond the beaten path, an invitation to explore. As I left Kalpa, I carried a piece of the village with me, a newfound appreciation for the beauty of simplicity and the importance of human connection. The world is full of hidden gems like Kalpa, places that offer a glimpse into different ways of life, different cultures and traditions. I urge you to step off the beaten path, to venture beyond the familiar, embrace the unknown, for it is in the unexpected detours that we often discover the most extraordinary experiences. Like the hidden villages of India, let curiosity be your guide, and allow yourself to be transformed by the journey.